What's up, 12s? The atmosphere in Seattle is on fire right now because a new commander has taken charge of the offense with plenty of swagger. A fan-favorite wide receiver might shock everyone as the surprise of the season, and even the special teams got a boost that could swing those nail-biting games. But is this the start of a historic turnaround or just another promise that could let us down? Only those who stick around until the end will truly understand the weight of this news. So show the unity of the Seahawks Nation. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because right here you're always at the center of the biggest updates. And the first big story is the one everybody's already talking about: Sam Darnold, the new commander of the most important position in football. When he signed that 3-year, $100.5 million deal back in March, it hit Seattle like an earthquake. After all, we're talking about a quarterback once labeled a bust with the Jets, who had forgettable stints with the Panthers, served as a backup with the 49ers, and only last year in Minnesota finally flashed the talent everyone thought had disappeared. He threw for 4,319 yards, 35 touchdowns, just 12 interceptions, and earned a Pro Bowl nod that reignited hope. Maybe, just maybe, Darnold can finally be the guy people expected when he was drafted 3rd overall back in 2018. But the question echoing between analysts and fans is simple: can this rebirth actually hold up in Seattle? And it's fair to wonder. In Minnesota, Darnold had a stacked supporting cast, with receivers like Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, plus a rock-solid offensive line. In Seattle, things look different. The team moved on from heavyweights like DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, bringing in veteran Cooper Kupp, who's still as reliable as ever but no longer has the same burst he once did. That shifts the pressure onto Jackson Smith-Njigba, who needs to take over as the WR1. Add to that the arrival of offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak, who worked with Darnold in San Francisco and is installing a scheme built to make life easier for him. It's a pairing that could click in a big way, but if the chemistry doesn't spark quickly, the flaws might show fast. Mike Jones of The Athletic pointed out that Darnold is one of the most intriguing players of the season, someone who could elevate Seattle to the next level or crash hard enough to make the franchise rethink its future by 2026. At the end of the day, it all comes down to his connection with this revamped offense and whether he can be the spark that finally unlocks a system that's felt stuck. But 12s, it's not all about Darnold. There's another storyline that tugs straight at the fans' hearts: wide receiver Jake Bobo. Everyone knows he's more than just a player. He's a symbol of grit, someone who never gave up on carving out his spot. Up to now, his career in Seattle's been quiet, with fewer than 200 yards in each of his first 2 seasons, always buried on the depth chart. But this year, the script might flip. With Marquez Valdes-Scantling cut, a real door opens for Bobo to finally get meaningful snaps, and that's fueled plenty of speculation. Andrew Bullerus of Sportsnaut even predicted a breakout for the 27-year-old, pointing to his 6 feet 4 inches frame that makes him a major red zone threat. And let's be real, if Darnold needs reliable targets in crunch time, having someone like Bobo fighting for contested catches could change games. Of course, the competition is fierce. Smith-Njigba and Kupp are locked in, while rookie Torrey Horton Jr. has been turning heads so much that many expect him to lock down the WR3 spot. On top of that, the rising involvement of tight ends A.J. Barner and Elijah Arroyo cuts into the available snaps for depth receivers. But the NFL thrives on the unlikely. Who would have thought an undrafted guy like Doug Baldwin would become a Seahawks legend? That's the parallel many fans are clinging to. Bobo might not have star power, but he's got something you can't coach: the trust of the fans. And if he comes out swinging in those early division matchups, he could win Darnold's trust, and the coaches, for good. And if you love this kind of deep, exclusive breakdown, you already know what to do. Back the channel, smash that like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because there's a lot more on the way. And that lot more comes with a move many might overlook, but that could make all the difference: special teams. This unit almost never gets the spotlight, but if you follow the NFL, You know, plenty of games have been decided by a return or field position. That's the backdrop for Seattle bringing back D'Anthony Bell to the practice squad after cutting offensive lineman Sateo Laumi. For those who remember, Bell was part of the original 53-man roster but lost his spot when the team brought in linebacker Chaz Surratt. Now back, he could become a key piece, especially on special teams, where he already stood out in Cleveland. There, he graded out highly on PFF and showed versatility to pitch in on defense when needed. Justin Mello of Seahawks Wire highlighted exactly how this addition could bring the consistency Seattle has been missing. And it makes total sense. Bell is that low-risk, high-reward type of player who doesn't weigh on the cap and contributes right away. In 2023, he was steady as a safety across every game, but in 2024, focusing on special teams, he really popped, ranking among the league's best. Seattle needs that, because mistakes in this area have cost them big in recent years, whether it was blown returns or poor field position putting the defense in bad spots. Bringing in someone with Bell's experience and work ethic means not just depth, but peace of mind for a team trying to build trust across all phases. It may look like a minor move, but savvy fans know playoff games have been swung on special teams plays. And that's exactly where Bell could prove decisive sooner than most expect. What we're seeing is a Seattle Seahawks squad in full transformation. On one side, the massive gamble on Sam Darnold, who needs to prove he can be the leader this team has been missing. On another, the hope that an underdog story could come alive with Jake Bobo seizing his chance. And of course, the appreciation for subtle but crucial moves like Bell's return to bring stability to a vital unit. Together, all of it shows that Seattle's immediate future is being written on multiple fronts, and every practice, every game, and every decision could swing the course of this season. Now I want to hear from you 12s. Which of these stories hit hardest for your confidence in the team? Was it Darnold's arrival and the chance to finally have a steady QB? Was it the possibility of Bobo shocking everyone and grabbing a role? Or was it Bell's return, giving stability on special teams and potentially changing games? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this space belongs to Seahawks Nation and I want to feel the voice of every single one of you here. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because here you'll never miss the biggest news. Thanks for sticking with me until the end, 12s. We're in this together this season, and we're going to make some serious noise. Go Hawks!